Hey guys, welcome to another session from OnlineMoneyBee.com. In this session, we'll go over on the process to review a Bing PPC campaign. So if you have already set up a Bing PPC campaign that you are running today and trying to understand what is working well versus what is not working well, what needs to be done, and what tweaks that you can do to improve your campaign performance and all, this video will be able to help you on doing such things. I have actually done another video on how to set up a PPC campaign a couple of days back. So I'm going to use the same example in order to do the review process, and I'm going to pretty much show what has worked well so far and what can be improved and what are the next step of actions that I'm going to take as part of this video. You can find the link of the video where I have shown the complete campaign setup right below in the description. But right now let's go into the campaign and get started. So basically, as I just said, you will basically see a recap of what has been set up so far and what went well with the campaign that I am going to show you now, and what can be improved and what is the next course of action. I have done a high level analysis of what has been happening here, and I have laid out them in a proper format in here so that you guys can understand it better. So I'll just quickly show what we have done actually before this, in case if you haven't seen my video in the past. So we took an offer from Peerfly, and I have set up this campaign called Horizon Card, and basically I have added the keywords, good amount of keywords, and I have already received a few bunch of impressions, and I have set up the bid rate as 0.40, and I have set up the budget as $5 for now. So let me quickly go over and show you guys how this campaign is set up in terms of its keywords and ads. So I'll quickly click on this keywords tab so that you can see what are the keywords that I have. So I have around 208 keywords. You can understand how these keywords are pulled up, and all this campaign has been set up in the other video, and I have set up basically 2 ads. So I have got a bunch of clicks here. These both are not the ads that we are looking for, so ignore these for now. And then if you see and understand, we have got 27 clicks, and we have got good amount of impressions here, and we have got an average position of 1.99 and 2.93 for our ads here, and we have spent 5.34 and 3.42. Our CTR is not pretty much bad actually. For a beginner at a first level of their campaign, 2% is not a bad CTR, and I wouldn't say it is an excellent CTR. For a beginner level, yeah, it's good enough CTR to start with. So something is going on well here, so it's a good start. So let's move on and understand what happened actually. So that's pretty much what we have got in the campaign, and then we'll see what exactly went well in terms of the actual campaign and metrics. So these are the few things that any campaign should basically concentrate on. How many amount of impressions, or how many times your ad has actually appeared on Bing ads. Why is this important? Well, if you understand, there are some offers which would never get converted, nor which would have very high bid rates. So in case if you are getting into such offers, and if your bid rate is much lower, your impressions would be very much less. So this is actually giving us a clue that our bid rate is good enough at this point in time, and Bing is considering our ads to be shown there. So that's a good sign. We are not targeting at a very low price or at high prices. We are in a decent shape, because we have actually received approximately 1300 impressions. So let me go here and let me do a quick filter, or let me go here and see. So see here, I have got 1358 impressions, which is not bad at all, and we have got 27 clicks. I'll go over those in a quick minute. So if you see here, we have got a quality score of 10 out of 10. But before going to the quality score, let me explain you about this CTR. CTR is something that will give us very high level overview of how many times your ad is clicked versus how many times it is displayed. So 2.04, guys, I got this just before I prepared this video, so there are a couple of more impressions that came in, so my CTR got dropped 1.99% from the time it has been recorded versus from the time it has been documented here. So, but anyway, approximately 2% is not at all a bad CTR. Now, the other things that we need to see at little more deeper level is how our keywords are performing and what is our quality score. So if you see here, we have got 208 or 201 total keywords that I have here. So let's go quickly to page 1 so that I can show you. Okay, we are in our page 1. So if you understand what worked well here, you see we have got a bunch of keywords which has got 2.65% and 3.33% as our CTRs, which is proving that these keywords are working really well, and a couple of these has actually got us clicks. So these high CTRs have actually given us clicks, which is indicating that these keywords really got converted for us. Well, conversion here means that someone has actually searched with a term related to this keyword and they saw our ad and they clicked on that ad, and that's when Bing charged us. So these clicks are giving us an indication that this keyword has really worked well for us. And if you see here, we have actually set up the network bit as 0.40, and if you see here, we have actually spent only 0.35 for this particular keyword when it is action. So if you see this, these keywords are really working well. So if you click on impressions and if you sort from top to bottom, we have got very good amount of keywords that are actually working for us. So our ad is being displayed for these many number of keywords. So that's a good sign. And the other thing that we need to worry about, or we need to concentrate, is on the average position of the ad. So if you see here, the average position that we can understand is approximately around 2.57, which means your ad is being displayed not on the top first position, but maybe somewhere in the second position or the third position, sometimes based on the competition and based on the bid rates the other competitors are trying to quote and all. So 2.57 is not at all a decent. I would always try to choose at the top one position, but you know, I don't generally think that top one is the only conversion point, but you know, your conversions will be more at the top one position, obviously. So that's not a bad sign at all, but I would consider this as a very good sign to begin with, because we are at least getting displayed in the first page of the Bing ads, which means that you're gonna get more clicks for sure. And one other thing that I missed out telling regarding quality score is that more the quality, more preference you're gonna get from Bing. So try to always have more quality score for your ads. I mean, quality score is again is derived based on 3 different factors, based on your keyword, ad copy, and your landing page. Landing page is something that we cannot control because we are using the direct linking feature here. But relevancy between your ad copy and your keyword is one other major factor in this case. So if you see the way how we have written our ads, we have pretty much got only 2 ads, but those ads definitely has got all the keywords stuffed in it, and we are primarily targeting only one keyword or one major root keyword here, horizon gold. So if you see, all my keywords are categorized only with and horizon. So my ad quality, keyword quality in this case is pretty higher. So if you see, if I sort it with the quality score high to low, I have got a good amount of keywords that are having high quality score, which is again a very good sign, guys. If you have good quality score for your keywords, that is going to help you when you increase your bid rates. That's going to help you to get your ad in a higher position at much lesser rate over the period of time. So in this case, if you see here, a quick thing, I mean, my ad quality is super here. The keyword quality is excellent here, 10 out of 10, and my average position is 1. But my bid rate is a bit lower. You know, I am bidding at $0.40, so I'm not going to, Bing is not going to show my ad in here. But if I could actually increase my bid rate based on what they are suggesting here, it would definitely go on to the top position. It's not that it's not showing at this point in time, but it is not going to show every time. So at this point in time, if you see, my bid rate was 0.40, but Bing has shown this ad one time with 0.38 dollars as my bid rate. So they're not ready to charge 0.53 every time, but you're gonna have very high chances of going into number one position for more number of times when you increase this bid rate. But right now it might be appearing in second page also sometimes at this lower price. That's something that we cannot control unless and until you improve the bid rate here. But we'll see what to do in those cases as we move on. And the other most important point here is, out of these clicks, 27 clicks that I got, we have got a sale in the Peerfly. So I'm actually able to see that I've got a payout of $3 here for one of these clicks. So I mean, that's a good factor, a good sign of it, and also it might be a little negative part of it, because we got only one sign, which I'm going to talk more about in the next few minutes. So I'll quickly move on. So these are the good things that really worked well with our campaign. So we'll see what can be improved. So now that we have got a good campaign and we have got good amount of data that we could do analysis with, we can actually improve the campaign from where we are at this point in time. So we'll start off with conversions as one of our criteria here, because that's the key part that we all are looking for. Now don't get confused with the CTR. I'm not talking about the CTRs actually. I'm talking about the actual sale conversions, in this case lead conversions. So we have got more than 2% click-through rate into our ads, but no one has actually signed up to the offer that we are promoting except for one person. So the first point and third point pretty much tie in together. So we have pretty much lost 26 clicks out of 27 clicks that we received on this campaign. So if you are seeing here, this is indicating me that we have actually done a little better job. Now, who could have done that little better job is something that we need to understand more as we get to the analysis part. So, I mean, if you understand, we are doing the direct linking here, so we cannot really do anything on the offer page. I mean, I have actually promoted horizontal long form and short form, so they have got pretty much two offers. I mean, one is giving me $8 conversion and the other one is giving me $3 as the payout. But the problem is the $8 one has got a landing page which is asking for email ID and the name, and the short form is where I'm getting $3 is giving the complete details like name, email, SSN numbers, age, city, and other stuff. So this short form is actually looking more promising for the users, whereas the long form one is actually being shown as a lead capture page for the users, and that never got converted to me in the past. So that has always took me into the losses than gains. I did not even got a single click as I have got this I've got for this short form submission. So that's something that we cannot work really because if we are doing direct linking, these are kind of problems that we're gonna get, and that's the reason we need to work on creating our own landing pages so that you could understand, do the tweaks, do the split testing, and change the wordings or change your landing page, whatever it is. You have full control of your landing page. So if the user is just getting onto your landing page and not getting converted, you still have their email ID so that you can promote some other offers, if not this offer, if it's not allowed on the email submissions or promotions, and you can actually reap more money out of it. So that's something little beyond, and I did not feel like that really went well here. And grouping your ads appropriately, I mean, this is not something which is set up incorrect to begin with, but that's an area that we could improve based on what we have observed so far. So if you see, there is a good amount of scope for us to do this grouping. So let me go to keywords quickly, and if you come here, you see there are very good amount of high quality scored keywords available for me. So grouping them appropriately will actually give me more benefit. And if you see, observe here, we have got one keyword horizon outlet with a broad match, and it is giving us 2.6 for CTR. This is not at all a bad thing, but you see how much we are actually paying out, 3.35, whereas the estimated first bid rate is 0.14. So we are actually showing our ad on the top on the mainline bid because we are paying them high. Now, the way how you lower your CPC rates is by attracting Bing more onto your ads. How you do that? You increase your CTR as much as possible so that Bing knows that, there is a good ad here. I have to get this guy every time. So the more you try to get attention from Bing, the cheaper your clicks gonna be. So what happens if you could actually separate this particular keyword into a ad group by itself, and if you start getting more CTR, you could start lowering your bid rates from 0.40 to maybe some 20% less. That's where you can understand, are you still being at your 2.11 position, or your position has been changing or not. You could do some more split testing there, or some more testing to understand it better. So grouping them into separate ad group will help you to achieve low CPCs. So that's something that we could actually start doing now. It's not that we could not do it it's not that we haven't done in the past. It's just that it is a good time for us to do that step. And the other thing is, as I said, because you're not using a pre-lander or a landing page and not collecting any information of your visitor before sending them to the offer, you're actually losing a good amount of chances at your end to do the tweaks that are needed. As I said, you now don't know if there are bots that are coming in and are clicking on your links, or if someone is just clicking on your link and accidentally hitting back button. Bing would still consider it as a click, right? So you're losing, and the user is not actually intending to click your link, or something or the other. User is just randomly clicking in, not going out. And sometimes you don't even know at what point user is actually trying to take a decision on. So if you have your own landing page, and if you have your own tracking links, everything set up into that landing page, you will be able to understand what's happening to the user, or what's happening with you can basically understand what is the behavior of the user once they get onto your page. Are they just coming in and going back within a second or so? That means that something is not catchy there. Or are they trying to click on everything on your page and trying to understand whether or not to take an action, or if there is any conversion, all those things. You can actually get to know more information and more statistics if you would have got your own landing page or other stuff. So it's having no information is actually a pain point now for us, because we cannot actually take necessary actions that would target me on getting the conversions the way I intended. That's something that I think is not did not work well. And no customer information. So in this particular case, we are offering a horizon gold card. Just think about this. There are other offers which give me high payout, like a credit score finder, and look for a credit card. I'm going to get more payouts on that side, but I'm not able to promote them because now I'm not actually having any customer information. But think about this: if you are having a landing page, and if you are actually capturing the email address, you could have actually used that email to promote some other offers to them. So that's other thing that I thought that did not work well with this direct campaigning. Now, what's next? Now, as you saw the campaign and what we have got here, there are a couple of takeaways, quick things that I might not be able to do in this video, but I'll be doing them after this video, is to group them, group these keywords into proper categories. Basically, I'm fixing my ad campaign. I'm going to group these keywords into different categories. One way that I have actually set up is like, I'm going to set up this into 5 different categories. There is a category which Bing is giving me information about, like, you see these keywords, low volume search. So Bing is telling me that if you are targeting for these keywords, you are pretty much wasting your efforts. Users are not searching with this term at all on Bing, at least at this point in time, or at least so far. So Bing is suggesting you either don't use this keyword or put your efforts on something else, some other keywords. But you are free to use these keywords. It doesn't really matter. But as I said, your main intention is to attract Bing as much as by improving your CTR. So what I am going to do is I'm going to pull out all these low volume searches into a separate ad group by itself. So that way I'm not going to impact my overall ad performance here. That's one thing. And there is another category which Bing has given me here, saying below first page bid. So here we are actually targeting broad. So you guys need to understand this one also. The match type is giving broad. So Bing is trying to give me all the possible combinations which are broadly categorized for this particular keyword. I don't really need these also, because Bing is saying you need to pay me for 0.54 as the first pages. I mean, if you want your ad to be displayed on the first page. And if you really observe, I haven't really got any good amount of clicks with this also, so it really doesn't matter. But however, if you think that this is a keyword that is more relevant to your ad, and if it is improving your quality score, and if you're really in need of using this, I would definitely say categorize into a different ad group. That's the easiest solution. So again, I'm saying, I'm actually categorizing it into a different ad group. Why? Again, as I said, you can actually improve the cost per click again here by grouping them into a separate ad. And I'm also actually trying to group other keywords into their own ad groups, like as I said here, all the high qualities that are eligible and with high quality into separate ad groups, so that I'll improve the CTR and I can reduce the CTC. And another way of looking at it is I have more impressions. So in this example, I might not have, if you see here, this has got very good amount of impressions, but a little lesser quality score. But if I could actually group it into a separate, and if I could increase the bit rate a little more, I'm going to be able to benefit this number of impressions. So that's one other thing that I'm going to do. And high CTRs. As I first started off, this has got a good amount of CTRs, so I'll group this by itself. So I'm going to fix these things after this video, and you guys can pretty much follow similar approach for your campaigns. And the other thing is, use of own landing page with an autoresponder is something that I would say is far more beneficial, but it depends on many things. If you're using ClickBank, there is no approval process required, but if you're using some networks like Peerfly, you basically need to submit your website to them for a review, and they need to approve, and that's when you can actually create your ad. And if you have any tweaks and all, I'm not sure if how much review you need to get again through Peerfly, but at any point in time, if you have to use your own landing pages, you need to get them reviewed by your affiliate manager, and only then your ads can be initiated. So that's depending on your network that you're affiliated to. But to be truth, having landing page gonna help you a lot. And improving ad copies quality, there are a couple of ads here which has got very less ad quality score here. I would like to work on those things as well. Well, nothing but improving the quality score of the keywords. I'd like to see if there is any benefit on working on those things. Like in this case, I've got 9 impressions, but my ad quality is very bad. I mean, 5.22 is the position and 6 is my ad quality. I mean, any ad quality greater than 6 is considerably okay, but that will also have direct impact on your average position over a period of time. So try to have them as high as possible. You can see your quality score and more information about your quality score here, by clicking on these links here. So that's something that I'm going to fix. And so if you see here, we have got a very good CTR with 2.65%, but the category is broad. So what it is saying is, you don't really know what exactly is the search term that got us here, but it is somewhere relevant to horizontal outlet. So there is something called reports in Bing. So if you could go to the Bing reports and see run this report, it's called the search term report. Once you run the report with the relevant dates, you will be able to see what exactly is the search term got you the click for. So as a quick example, if you see number of clicks, that's the highest clicks because our campaign has got very low. So there are 3 clicks for this particular keyword, horizon gold card, and the exact search terms that got us clicks are horizon gold card. So someone has actually searched for this particular term in Bing, so that has actually got related to our keyword horizon gold card as a broad. So what you can do now that you know that this is giving you more clicks and this is the CPC rate that we have actually spent, you can actually create one more keyword here and change the match type to exact, but when you try to do that, you try to do it in a different group, because if you have same ad and multiple match types, Bing will actually choose the highest one, obviously, because they are trying to do the auctions of these ads, so they will definitely prefer the highest bid rate. So one of your keyword might not work well, so moving it into its own ad group will actually help you on the longer run as well. So that's one other thing that I would suggest you guys to do, and I would also actually do. The third thing is third-party tracking software. So the tracking that we have got in Bing is not pretty decent. I mean, I wouldn't call it as decent or excellent. This is something that is basic at this point in time, but this is not giving us complete information. As I said, in the example that I am talking about, Horizon Gold has actually got a form to fill in and then click on submit. That's when your conversion is actually happening. But if you would have got your own landing page, if the user is coming in and then taking an action, and so you will get to know what are the exact keywords that brought the visitor into your landing page very well enough if you have got a third-party tracking softwares like Prosperity O2 or CPV Labs or etc. But in case if you're just beginner, there are instances where people say that you lose money if you don't have it, but you have to spend more to get these things. But it's purely up to you guys on how you want to invest or what you can invest on. I would definitely go with search term the reports at this point in time, which has been helping me to find what has been working so far on Bing. It's not great, but at least it's giving me what I need to do the tweaks before I could start spending more money on other softwares and tools. So the last thing is choosing a high payout offers versus a low payout offers. I've tested with another couple of offers which paid me $78 per lead and $8 per lead and then $3. Obviously, when I'm using the $78 per lead, I'm okay to spend my money until $10 or $15. So I'm pretty much okay to lose some amount, because one conversion is going to get me more money and I'm going to compensate for all the losses that I have. But in this example, if you see here, we have already spent $8 on this campaign and got only $3 back, because there is only one conversion or one sale that got us there. So you see, approximately $9 is what we have already spent on this campaign and got only $3 back. So pretty much we are in $5 loss in this example. But as I said, it's not something that we are going to close as on date at this moment of time. So our changes might impact us and get us more click-through rates, and we may get onto the break-even very soon. But if you would have got a high payout offer, as I explained, $78, that would actually definitely give us more benefits to do the tests and tweaks. But you also have more risks in handling such high payout offers. The leads or the conversion should be really genuine. So check out all these things, guys. These things will help you to keep your campaigns on a profit run. I'm going to do these changes now, and I'm going to implement these strategies onto my campaign now, and I'm going to see more benefits out of this. Subscribe to my channel, get to know about more tips and tricks on how to set up your campaigns and how to make benefits of it. I'm going to leave you a couple of links below in the description box in case if you want to know which is the better landing page creator. You can use Insta Builder, and I'm going to leave a link below here. That's one of the best landing page creators available right now in the market. You can make use of it, and you can I'll leave also the links for Prosper 202 and CPV Lab. You can go there and grab them, and you can make your campaigns run in a profitable way. Hope this video has actually given you some overview of what you can do with your campaign and how you can review your campaigns and make the tweaks. Please do let us know in case if you have any comments below in the comment section. And thanks for watching this video this long. Cheers and all the best for your online journey. Talk to you soon in another video. Bye guys.